And we're fortunate to have with us to talk about Nigeria, West Africa, and Islamic terrorism, Dr. LMadu. And Dr. Madu, you are in a real sense no stranger to what we do here at Comments every Sunday morning and Saturday morning. And we're so delighted to have you here once more to talk about what I consider to be a very, very important issue. And that is West Africa, and I think we've done items on West Africa earlier, talking about the drug cartels and the real serious threat that poses to the United States and other areas. Mm-hmm. And now we're talking about Nigeria, West Africa, and Islamic terrorism. And so why don't you get us started by simply giving us an overview in terms of Islamic terrorism in Nigeria, West Africa, and not only there, but throughout the entire continent of Africa.
Thank you. Thank you. As usual, I'm glad to be here, to talk about this very important topic in view of what happened, last year, in December last year, the attempted hijacking, which brought to the fore, the problem of Islamic militancy in West Africa. Prior to that, we've read about the bombing of American embassies in Tanzania, in Kenya, and other places. But the event of last December, crystallized, brought it home to the United States directly of the threat of Islamic militancy.
There is a real threat to the United States, you believe, from within that context.
Absolutely. The problem is that Islamic militancy and terrorism per se in West Africa has been under the lid, has been kept under the lid as if it didn't exist. But for those, who've been at the receiving end of it, can tell you it's been there. For example, in Nigeria, since 1950s, there has been, continuous slaughter of Christians who live in the northern part of the country by a gang of Islamic hordes from 1954 to up to now, as we speak. That mayhem is still continuing. And the reason, nothing has happened is because nobody has been prosecuted. Not a single soul has been prosecuted since then.
And it seems to me, though, Dr. Madu, that the world does not know anything about it. I mean, all of these things are going on, yet and still we don't get any kind of information. Now, explain, deal with all of that.
A lot of it, concerns internal politics.